King Charles III will be proclaimed king in today's formal ceremony, but his coronation is unlikely to be until 2023. Charles is now King of the United Kingdom, following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, whose 7-decade reign meant she was the only sovereign most people in the country have ever known. There are multiple processes and ceremonies to acknowledge Charles becoming the new monarch, which will span well beyond Elizabeth's initial mourning period. There was a ceremony at St. James's Palace and he was given the title King Charles III. When is the coronation? While Charles became king on the death of his mother on Thursday the 8th of September, it is tradition to wait a sufficient amount of time to mourn before officially crowning a new monarch. While a date hasn't been officially announced, the Telegraph has reported that the coronation is likely to be in spring or summer of next year after a period of mourning. When Elizabeth II became queen, after her father's death on the 6th of February 1952, her coronation ceremony wasn't held until the 3rd of June the following year. The coronation of Charles will be a streamlined event compared to the service for his mother 7 decades ago and will reflect the new king's vision for a smaller, more modern monarchy. When Queen Elizabeth II was crowned queen, a special commemorative medal was issued to mark the occasion. It was given to more than 120,000 chosen people, including royals, government officials and members of the Army, Air Force, Navy and police. It has not been confirmed whether there will be a King Charles III medal yet. What happens on the day? The coronation ceremony is a long, intricate process steeped in tradition. Senior members of the government and the Church of England will attend, alongside the Prime Minister and other leading members of the Commonwealth. The ceremony will be conducted by the Archbishop of Canterbury and has remained relatively unchanged for more than 1,000 years. It will take place in London's Westminster Abbey, as it has for the past 900 years. The Archbishop will first confirm Charles's acceptance of becoming king by reading the coronation oath. Charles will be asked if he will govern the United Kingdom and other nations of the Commonwealth, if he will do so with law and justice, and if he will maintain Christianity in the nation. King Charles, seated in the coronation chair, known as Edward's chair, will hold the sovereign's scepter and rod, to represent control of the nation, and the sovereign's orb, to represent the Christian world. Charles will be anointed, blessed and consecrated by the Archbishop, who will then place the crown of Saint Edward on Charles's head. Will Camilla be crowned too? The wife of the newly crowned king is traditionally crowned during the ceremony as well, becoming the queen consort. For some time it was unknown whether Camilla would be afforded this honor. However, in February, the Queen confirmed she wanted the Duchess of Cornwall to take the title upon Charles becoming king. In a statement released ahead of her Platinum Jubilee, which marked the milestone of 70 years on the throne, the Queen said it was her sincere wish that Camilla would be known as Queen Consort when the time came. In a message congratulating the Queen on the remarkable achievement of serving this nation, Charles wrote, "We are deeply conscious of the honor represented by my mother's wish. As we have sought together to serve and support Her Majesty and the people of our communities, my darling wife has been my own steadfast support throughout." There had long been questions about how well the Queen and Camilla got along, but through this intervention, Elizabeth II was seen to be publicly giving the Duchess her stamp of approval. How old is King Charles III? At 73, Charles is the oldest person in British history to become king. Charles was born at Buckingham Palace on the 14th of November 1948. He is considerably older than his mother was when she became queen. Elizabeth II ascended the throne on the 6th of February 1952, when she was 25. Charles is the first new king Britain has had in 70 years. The Queen celebrated her Platinum Jubilee earlier this year. Before Charles, the oldest king to ascend the throne was King William IV, who was 64 when he was crowned in 1830. The youngest British monarch at the start of her reign was Mary, Queen of Scots, who became queen aged 6 days in 1542. The youngest ever king was Henry VI, who was only 8 months and 26 days old at the time of his accession in 1422. The greatest age difference of an outgoing British monarch and their successor was 54 years and 217 days between George II, born the 30th of October 1683, and his grandson George III, born the 4th of June 1738, who succeeded on the former's death on the 25th of October 1760. There are 23 years between Elizabeth II and Charles III.